We're live.
Live.
We're live.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the weekly podcast sanctioned by the government of Wonderland. Swear words of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the podcast. All other swear words are restricted. Wonderland officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the podcast.
It wasn't playing for me.
Offered to you now an item having to do with labor and management. An employment office where is offered a collection of potential employees whose skills are unique. For in addition to their loyalty, industriousness, punctuality, and impeccable cleanliness, they also run at least 100,000 miles without a lube and an oil change. It's no wonder we call this one, You Can't Get Help Like That Anymore.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW, the Twilight Interview 404. Episode not found out. The Night Gallery 221B. You can't get help like that anymore in Phoenix West.
Dick.
Can you just say, give me your robot?
Give me a robot.
Welcome, Dick.
Well, this was a precursor. Now, I'm curious.
Yes.
What came out first? Westworld or this episode of Night Gallery?
This episode of Night Gallery.
Aha! Because this thing is way ahead of the game on the robot-human ratio. Well, I mean, Outer Limits did it, I guess, in the 60s, so that's not true either.
So there's an episode of the Twilight
Zone.
Butler.
Yeah, but also this is the first time where they're talking about machines are attacking humans because it developed a sense of purpose, a sense of a personality. They're developing a emotional core in their AI.
Yes, this episode is from February 23rd, 1972. Westworld came out. It's 1973. Let's see if I can find a date.
Wow.
November 21st. So almost 2 years.
Oh, shit. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. But the problem is, well, Westworld, was that based on a book or was that just a script?
No, that's the original script, Michael Crichton. That's the original 100%, not based on anything.
There you go.
Because I think it was theatrical movie, or was it a TV movie? I think it was theatrical.
Yeah,
it's theatrical. No, the sequel was a TV movie, maybe.
I believe so. Yeah,
Future World. That's what it was. I think Future World was the TV movie, but I never saw Future World. I just saw Westworld.
I saw it because I reviewed it on LIW Westworld Review. It's okay.
Dated.
It is what it
fine.
is.
Yeah,
it's like Westworld the movie, the first one. So it's okay.
Just watch The Simpsons when the itchy and scratchy robots is the same thing. Just watch that instead, and you'll save yourself 85 minutes of Yul Brynner walking around.
Yeah, and it's But I watched Westworld. I'm like, oh, that's what they're talking about on Itchy and Scratchy, and I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to sit there and just watch it.
And then you had the Westworld show, which the first season was amazing, and then the subsequent seasons just kind of went decline. Yeah, I haven't watched the last season because that's it. It's over. It's over. Did you watch the whole thing, or
I've still only seen half of it.
Man,
I watched season 1 and 2 and the first episode of season 3. And I'm like, okay, very different show.
Oh, so we're on the same. Yeah, we're on the same page. I haven't seen. I've seen the first episode of season 3, and that was about it.
Yeah, I didn't see 3, and I didn't see 4.
Wow. Okay.
No idea. I know Aaron Paul's on it now.
I just lost interest. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Aaron Paul is okay. I don't know. He doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I want to like him more than I do like him.
Bitch. Shut up, bitch. You're a bitch. Like, he does that a lot.
That's on just one show.
Well, I know, but I just feel like that's his entire career.
That's not his fault.
What's up, bitch? Yeah, bitch.
See, when I think of Aaron Paul, I just think of him in Bruise makeup because they beat the shit out of him 45 times on the seasons of Breaking Bad. Like every episode, he's got some sort of makeup on for a bruise.
Mr. White's the devil.
Yeah.
He's the devil, bitch.
We'll talk about Breaking Bad later on tonight.
There you go.
Let's talk about this show. I do love this painting, though.
I think this is my favorite Night Gallery episode so far.
Wow. I think this is my favorite painting so far. I really do. And I want this. I want this painting.
It's a cool painting.
Yeah. It just keeps zooming in. And I love when they go to commercial break later and it goes, whoop.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That was like, oh, wait, is this? Oh, it's continuing. I understand. It was kind of abrupt, but whatever.
Yeah.
But it's essentially kind of a spin-off of the Twilight Zone episode where the old people are looking to buy young versions of themselves and put their subconscious into a robot body.
Yeah.
I felt like it's the same. It's almost a sequel to that episode.
It's very similar in the beginning of that.
Trade-ins.
The original series episode, the trade-in.
Yes.
Kind of like I Sing the Body Electric vibes because that has robots too. And then there's also that season 2 one shot on video that I can't stand.
Was it a comedy episode?
No, it's where the girl finds out she's a robot.
Oh.
She freaks out because she thought she was human, raising their daughter.
Oh,
what is the name of that episode? It's driving me crazy.
Does that involve a woman going through a window?
No, she falls down the stairs though.
Hey, that's a plus.
And then they turn her into like the maid. They just don't give a shit.
Wow, because she's just all screwed up in the brain.
Yeah, what is
that's really sad. That's real sad.
I don't know why I can't find it.
Well, in this episode, you have essentially you have an introduction of what they're offering, the different robots, and you find that pretty much everybody working there is a robot.
The Lateness of the Hour, season 2, episode 8.
Okay.
Anyway, yes.
And you have this.
How surprised were you when they revealed that they're all robots?
Well, at the end, that was a big twist at the end. I didn't really think about it. I was like, oh, okay. So I felt like they had evolved, and this was them basically making humans robots and swapping them. Is that what is that the crux of it?
I had to watch it again because I was watching it last night. I had to wait till the last minute, and I was like, so bored. I like this episode just fine. It's okay. But I was so at the end. They do this whole speech with the guy that builds them and the maid.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't care. Next one. This is the first one I watched, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna rewatch. And just before the show started, I rewatched it because originally I thought they based the robots off these people, and I was like, or were they robots the whole time? But yeah, they are like killing the people and making robots out of them.
Right.
It appears.
But I think maybe they reserve that for the really awful people because it's sort of a mirror to the modern Westworld where basically people take these robots and just abuse them.
Oh,
it gives them an excuse to be awful, and like they could rape them and beat them and tell them like to do just horrible things because they're not human, so they have no guilt over it.
Yeah,
which is that's explored in Westworld, the modern show. Not as much in Westworld, the movie.
No,
Westworld, the movie is more or less the Terminator.
They just have fun with the robots.
Yeah, but in this one, you got the dirty old man going, "What you got under that? Your skirt there? You got the robot parts."
He's doing 1950s TV drunk acting.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I'd break to you. He's probably in his prime in the 50s doing drunk acting.
Yes.
And it's just toward the Twilight era of his career.
It reminds me whenever I see a drunk actor now, I can't help but think about Hot Fuzz. Because in the commentary, Simon and I think it's Edgar are talking about how that guy who plays the drunk guy, the rich dude in town, he's pissing against on the machine. They talk about how that guy's like famous for playing a drunk and he's so good at it. And that's all I ever think about when I see drunk. I'm like, this guy does it so well, and everyone else sucks. It's hard to do, like it really is, without seeming like way over the top.
Well, you gotta do what Nick Cage did. You tape yourself when you're drunk, and you study your reactions to things, and you win an Oscar for it.
The thing with drunk, you go more subtle than because drunk people don't try to act drunk; they try to act sober. So you got to have little flare up, like little pieces peeking through. Because if you nobody's like that.
Yeah, no, that's the problem.
Yeah.
No, well, I think if you want to play drunk, you should play it not playing drunk. You're inebriated. You don't want to give away the allure of the illusion that you're drunk because you want to have that power. So it's like you don't want to give up that. Oh, I'm weak. I'm drunk. You know, no, I'm fine. I can drive. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Now, fuck you. I can drive. I'm fine.
Nobody. If you give someone 15 shots, they're still going to try to act sober.
Absolutely.
For no reason. You're like, you're clearly drunk.
No, I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that. I love you. It's always emotional.
See the Sopranos episode.
Yeah.
No, I was fully admitting I was drunk that night though, so that's different.
No, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. But I mean, I've done that too. It's just like you're really overly emotional when you drink a little bit too much, and you put your heart on your sleeve with people, and you're just like, it's not gonna get any better than this. This is it.
It was kind of a combination of that and shit I was going through for something else, like stuff. But it was a weird mix, and I can finally look back and be like, all right, I'm not like embarrassed about it anymore.
No, it was funny. I don't know. It's only embarrassing when you fucking kill somebody on the road. That's probably
I don't know if I can say that embarrassing as much as
just you're going to prison, and then if it's anything like shot caller, when you're Jamie Lannister, you're going to go to prison and become head of the Aryan nation, not by choice.
I would go by choice though.
Well, he did it through his series of wonderful character actor entanglements.
The Swedes will take over. Is he Swedish?
Something like that.
Yeah, I forget what he is, but yeah, they'll take over.
Did you ever see his movie, Night Hunter or Headhunters?
No.
It's really good. That one is actually really good.
We are all over the place.
It's a foreign film, not about robots.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
I like
robots.
I always want to watch Shot Caller. That's a Netflix movie, right?
Shot Caller is pretty good.
Yeah, it looked good. Depressing. I like him.
It's real depressing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Movies where guys are in prison can either be awesome or just fucking hard to sit through.
Well, speaking of that, I watched. I was at my parents' house. I was watching their house because they were on a holiday, and they have Cartoon Network because they have DirecTV, and they had an old episode of Boondocks on. And the whole episode was about one character. He's the black lawyer character, and he's a very serious guy. And his biggest phobia is getting butt raped in prison. So he goes to prison. Did you ever see that episode?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh my god, it's fun. I mean, Boondocks, probably one of the funniest shows ever made. But it gets real deep into the whole
I've caught like episodes here and there, because it was always on Adult Swim, after something. And I was like, "What is?" And then I was like, "I don't know anything that's happening," so I just would turn it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like there's. I don't know if there's an story arc throughout the whole thing, but it's very controversial show. It's about racial issues, blah blah blah.
It would just start off. It would be like the uncle character, and
Uncle Ruckus,
and he's like yelling at. I'm like. I think I'm supposed to know what's happening, and I don't.
No, Uncle Ruckus is in this episode, and he is hilarious. But he's I gotta save the white children. You can have them two little I was just like, oh my god! But it was so funny, and it's written as satire, but it's just holy shit! It was. I just was laughing the whole time. But the guy, his phobia was, you can't have my booty, and then he gets cornered in the shower because there's a prison riot. And he faces his fear with this guy in the shower, and he wins, and he's victorious. It's pretty funny.
Good for him.
But
let's talk about robots.
Robots that don't anally rape you in the shower.
Well, we don't know that they don't, but
that's true. We don't know.
Okay. Before the part you're talking about, the guy's doing a tour for this couple to buy a robot.
Yes,
and he keeps getting calls about a complaint from the complaint department. He finally goes down there, and then it's this couple. And they tore apart the robot, and they said it was inferior, and they're mad. And there's the guy who works on the robots, who ends up being like the mastermind.
Yeah.
And he yells at them, and he berates them for abusing the robot. He does a whole fucking speech.
Yep.
Turns out there's a reason he did that speech.
Well, the big reveal.
Robot. Then
I think he was. He's always been a robot. But the big reveal. So. The big reveal is there's tears coming out of the robot's eyes, and they said, "This is the one function we did not program." Like you'll bring her head up and there's tears coming out of her eyes.
And he's like, they're evolving essentially. They have a survival instinct. They'll do whatever they need to survive, just like you and I. Because he tries to fire him, and then he tells him that he's like, "Oh, maybe you need to stay on."
Right? Yeah.
Problem.
And then you flash forward. It's Cloris Leachman and her drunk husband from the 50s.
The 70s orgy party.
Hey, Cloris Leachman, pretty hot back in those days. I'd do her, middle-aged woman.
Her hair is ridiculous.
Her hair is awesome. But the maid is hot too. The robot maid was super. Like, oh my god, she's got it going on too.
I just want to show the swinging orgy party happening.
Yeah.
All the Dutch angles.
All the Batman 66
like Phil
music
Hartman.
playing. Yeah. Like this should be 1966 and it's 72.
Well,
this music does not fit.
Exactly, but at least it's it's time appropriate.
Right.
For fucking once they didn't do the Victorian furniture, and that's always been my major issue with the show. Why?
Yes.
Do I have to dig this deep to find a 70s house? It's made in the 70s.
And you dug it with this 70s decor.
I liked it. I was like, oh, we'll hang out here. And she's like, they're berating the new maid. And she's like, she has the rag and she's cleaning it. She's like, because we own you. And she cleans the little counter. She's like, I own this furniture.
Yeah.
She walks around. And she's they're just berating her after the husband, like you said, tried to rape her.
Yeah, pretty much. What's underneath that? But the best part is when the maid decides, I will defend myself in any way, shape, or form if I find myself in danger. What does that mean? And the drunk guy goes, "Argh!" And she throws the truck right across the room.
I'm doing
it. Can you show that? I don't think you can. It's brief.
Yeah, I'll show just a flip. Because he's wearing ball hugger pants and his shirt is tucked in. And he hasn't had a line of dialogue in 20 minutes because Cloris Leachman is doing a thing.
Yeah.
And because it's just, I was sitting there watching, I'm like, this scene is going on a while. And then I start to realize, oh, this is the episode. This scene is the episode because it goes on for like 12 minutes.
Yeah, this is the whole point right here. Yeah.
I had no idea before that, it was, moving from there. I thought it was going to go back and forth and the guy would get involved. No, it doesn't matter. It's just this. But the husband starts to go after her because she says she's going to fuck him up.
I'll tell you out, you big titty bitch. Ah! She threw him like a Steven Seagal. Like she kind of used his own weight against him.
Only she's supposed to be a robot and he's supposed to be an action star.
He's supposed to be an Aikido master, and I don't believe it at all. Oh, but I'll throw you across the room right now because I have to. I'll spar my character. What's up, cuz?
It does cut to Cloris Leachman attacks with a bottle and you're
right, yeah.
And it cuts to the head technician dude on the phone and like, oh, we're closed. I don't know where we're gonna reopen. I don't know. It goes on a while.
Yeah. Well, that was I think maybe that was the twist. Maybe they hadn't started making humans robots until that moment because they said they were closed for 2 weeks. So maybe that's when they made a decision because after that last one, they're just tired of it and they're like, you know what? Fuck this. We're robots making robots. Let's make humans robots now and take over the whole society.
Yeah, now that I'm looking back on this scene here, you realize that these are all robots. Just the way they're moving.
Yeah.
Because I was watching this in real time going like, why are they moving like that? Like they're all, I don't know.
Robots.
They're robots.
You got a robot you can put your dick in. Oh, that's great. I'll buy 10 of them. On your asteroid penal colony.
Oh, yeah. Oh. The lonely.
Robot. What's her name, though?
In this episode?
No, the penal colony where it was,
it was Jack Warden and
Felicia.
Felicia,
where you going? Felicia.
And he has to give up his little sexy robot when he leaves.
Little did he know that they had a flashlight standing by on the rocket for him.
Yeah.
That can attach to the fridge and you can just
they wrote Felicia on the side. There you go, man.
And a suction cup, but attach it to the steel wall of the rocket ship and go crazy.
He goes from like crying out the window, Felicia, and he's like,
yeah.
Do you care if you blow up this asteroid? He's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
She's already dead. Fuck it. She's already in pieces.
All she can do now at this point is tell secrets. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
You can live forever here and tell dirty secrets about what I did to her. Yeah. She got her whole arm up in me. I'm not gonna let her tell him that.
Oh no.
Shit gets lonely, man.
Oh man, you know what it's like to have a robot's arm in you? Elbow deep. Oh man, you're like a human puppet.
You ever had your lower intestine squeezed? Normal arm can't do that. Robot hand, oh yeah. Where are we?
We're
Oh,
here.
that's
We're
it.
at the end of the episode.
We're at the end. Yeah, they replaced them.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, I would say strong 7. I really like this episode a lot.
Wow.
I like the segment. I did. I really appreciated it. I was like, wow, this is ahead of its time because Westworld, the whole fucking show is based on this idea. So I have less respect for Westworld. This is where they stole their idea.
I will say it is more entertaining than the movie Westworld. The movie Westworld.
I didn't say that.
I will.
That's fine.
The movie Westworld is so boring.
It's pretty boring.
The TV show Westworld, fucking solid.
HBO.
Yes. Lots and lots of balls.
Oh, yeah. They ain't afraid to show cock in that show.
No, you're seeing full chopped cock on that show.
I'm surprised we didn't see full-on cock of Anthony Hopkins rolling around on there.
Or, yeah, Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright's cock.
His character is the only thing I kind of get mad at that show for. Because I'm like...
Jeffrey Wright?
Yeah, he's a little... he's... I was like, pick a fucking lane with him.
Right. Well, that's the problem. I think they kind of bit off more than they can chew on that show because it started off so strong and just petered out.
And they even took a year and a half, 2 years off between season 1 and 2, and they still come back and shit the bed.
Well, season 2 was okay.
Fine. Yeah,
it was fine. But season 1, I watched that season 1 over and over. Like every episode, I rewatched like maybe 4 or 5 times. It's so good.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch it here soon.
It's so good. The first season's great. Ed Harris, when he gets shot in the shoulder in the last season, the season finale of the first one, he's so excited because hey, now it's for real. I love it.
Yeah.
and then he'll do anything with his character in season 2, where it's just like he's just losing his mind. He's just like over the suicide of his wife, which was like, okay, so what does that have to do with anything? I don't care.
Season 2 had a lot of stuff I liked.
Yeah,
we should talk about this in our other show.
Oh, I guess you're not wrong.
We're talking about robots.
Yeah, it ties in. It's fine.
Yeah, it ties in. That's fine.
This is the Westworld hour, motherfucker.
Season 2, I liked the scenes with Ed Harris, or when it's Jimmy Simpson at first, and then it becomes Ed Harris.
Yes,
it's the episode where they revealed that they're the same person. Which
that happens in the first. It's the first episode, or it's in the first season, isn't it? That reveal?
It's first season.
Yeah.
But I think it's around that time when I'm talking about season 2. So in season 2, you already know. I apologize.
Yeah.
You see Jimmy Simpson talking to what's his name, Logan, the Irish guy.
Oh right, yeah. He's the head of the whole
Delos, Mr. Delos.
Delos. He's Mr. Delos, but he's a robot, and they can never.
Yeah.
They can't get it right, and they try so hard.
He starts to figure it out, and just like dementia, just loses it, and just can't keep it.
They're trying to.
It's just like that's the Man in Black's like entire like. And finally, he's like, "Fuck it, torch it."
Well, that's what I felt like. The whole show was about humans trying to find immortality.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
That's what you find out. Delos is that's their mission.
That was the whole point. Yeah, and Anthony Hopkins was the one that didn't want that to happen, so he put the kibosh in there because he programmed them all to sort of have a personality defect or something.
And he put his fucking money where his mouth was because he had Dolores blow his fucking brains out in front of everyone.
That's right on. Yes,
that is a power move. Oh, spoiler alert for Westworld.
I don't want to be in season 2, but blow my brains out in season 1.
I'll show up for 2 episodes for 3 seconds.
I don't want to work as much, but you'll pay me for the whole season.
Yes. That's what I'm doing with Thor now.
I don't care. I got the Oscar again late in life, so fuck you, pay me.
I agree with him.
Yeah, I like
Ford.
Yeah,
Ford's character, Hopkins' character Ford, rather. I completely agree. Humans should not live forever. Can you fucking imagine how terrible this place would be if people live forever?
Yeah.
God, there's already too many people, and just keep breeding for thousands of like what?
Well, no, it wouldn't be that. They wouldn't have to. They would just fuck. You wouldn't have any children. They just you would build other fuck robots, and that's what you'd have.
But it's like at a certain point, it's not even living. It's just
just existing.
Your brain in a robot. I don't consider that living. I have no interest in that whatsoever.
Well, I mean, it's not going to happen, but it's okay.
According to Frank, this is me and Frank and I's disagreement here with Black Mirror.
Oh my God.
He's like, the reason I like the show is because all of this is going to become an issue in our lifetime. We'll have to deal with every one of these stories. And I'm like, no, we will not have sentient robots that will replace us in our lifetime. He's like, no, you will.
I don't think the prime minister's going to fuck a pig on camera
to
save a princess. So no, you're wrong.
That first episode, what a shitty way to start off your show.
I thought it was pretty good. I think the first season is probably the best, and the rest of them I don't really care. Because everybody hypes everything up, and I don't like shows that get hyped up. I don't know. I'm always maybe that's contrarian in me, where it's like everybody loves it. I don't have to not like it.
Yeah,
but then again, I'm like a loser dork Star Wars fan, so I don't know.
Well, I can watch it knowing that people love it, but I started watching the first season before the hype really hit, and I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was like, first one, it's okay.
Yeah.
Second episode was interesting, had some fun ideas, like people watching them on the security cameras and stuff. I barely remember what it was about anymore. Yeah. Maybe I watched the third episode. I don't even know, and I was like, that's okay. And then really fucking Black Mirror, and I'm like, oh, that show that was okay. Why? Yeah. What the fuck?
It's the greatest show since the Twilight Zone. Fuck you.
Yeah, and then I watched that. Was it 3 million merits or credits or something with?
Yeah, with a guy from all the movies that are Nope Nope.
They're on the bikes, and I liked the episode, but I'm like, that was okay.
It was pretty kind of like I knew where it was going. I was like, okay,
this is how it's gonna work. Funny little videos that would play during it.
Yeah,
but White Christmas was a really good episode.
I don't know what that one was.
The one with John Hamm.
Oh,
it was a solid fucking episode. It really was.
It?
I'll give it credit when it earns it.
Yeah.
I just watched the Bandersnatch movie, the Black
Mirror
movie.
Yeah. I didn't bother.
It's okay.
Yeah. Like I saw the McAllister. That was a good one. That was an enjoyable. That was a pretty decent one.
No, he's not. That's what's his name, Mr.
Mr. Jesse Plemons, Mr. Kristen.
No, I was going to say
or Kristen Dunst.
Kristen Dunst. Yeah,
Mrs. Kristen Dunst. I can't remember. I think it has something to do with ejaculate at the end of the episode.
Well, we're going to do it here on Anthology Series Review sometime.
Are we? Okay,
it's on the schedule. I just chose that one randomly. I didn't realize you've seen it.
I've seen it because it was getting promoted nonstop for like 6 weeks. I remember. I was like, okay, I'll watch it when it comes out or whatever.
Well, while we're on the subject, real quick, Bandersnatch movie. It was kind of an interesting because it's a choose your own adventure thing.
Right.
But I didn't know what the story was. So I started watching it. It has a picture of like a wolf, and I was like, oh, it's going to be a horror thing. It's Black Mirror. But it ends up being the story is pretty cool. The story within the story is pretty cool because it's about a guy developing the book Bandersnatch into a video game that's a choose your own adventure. Okay. So it's kind of like the meta shit going on. And he starts to like become aware that you're controlling him with a controller. And that's what it's about. And he's like, what should I do? And he's like, eventually. And he goes crazy. He can't handle it. And that's like a weird curse that goes on. Because the guy who wrote the book went crazy too.
Oh, okay.
And that part I liked about it. And the guy from I didn't realize he was British. That kid from We're the Millers.
Right.
I didn't realize he was British.
Yeah, he's a Brit. He's going to be Andy Warlock.
Oh, really?
In the new Guardians. He's going to be Warlock, Adam Warlock. I'm sorry. Okay. Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
he's in this, and he's like the only person who's aware of what's going on, and he's like, well, I'll see you in another timeline, and he'll go kill himself or something. And he'll be back later. But when you go back, because you'll have to like restart at a certain like two scenes earlier to make it.
Right. Yeah,
that part's really interesting. But the problem is the story's like he starts to make the game, goes crazy, kills his dad. The end. It's like, oh, that's really it.
And that was the plan from day one. Is that what it's like a whole plan to kill his father? Is that the idea?
Not really. It's just that's just where it goes, and you're kind of like, that's a really, really cool premise and set up with the whole meta stuff, and it just really goes nowhere. So I really, really enjoyed part of it, and then overall, kind of like,
So what would you give Bandersnatch?
6.
What would you give Night Gallery 6. Robot? A 6? Oh wow, so same.
6.
Okay.
it's hard to compare the two things. One took way more effort, clearly.
Yes,
because it total involved the whole movie. If you play all the endings and stuff, it's like 5 hours, 5.5 hours, or something like that.
Oh wow, okay.
So I sat there and I did them all.
Really? Oh
and,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So clearly, I was into the premise of it. I like the idea of choosing your own adventure for Netflix.
Sure, why not?
That's the biggest draw of it.
That's why you would do it. That's interesting.
Then the story is just kind of.
Remember they tried to do that in the 90s?
They did it with video games.
They did a plot your own adventure movie written by Bob Gale, and I guess Siskel and Ebert talked about it, and they said it was like one of the worst pieces of shits they've ever seen in their life.
No,
where it was really bad. I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically in the mid 90s.
Back to the Future.
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's a hack. Bob Gale's a hack, absolute hack, and
hence the joke.
Yeah, exactly. But he did a movie where you play a character that, like in the movie, the theaters were assigned certain buttons that you would click. You had ABC.
Are you voting?
So, yeah, you had to vote. The audience voted what to do in the next scene, but it's like so stupid. It was like, what do you do to this guy? There's a jerk who's attacking an old man taking his handicap spot. What do you do? Do you hit him over the head with a cone? Do you flatten his tires? Do you call the cops? It was just like stuff like that, and that's what it was so monotonous. The choices. It was just like, this is boring. This is not choose your own adventure. This
and when
is
you have
choose the 3 scenes we shot for this.
When you have the majority rule for that too, they could just show the graphic of what the next. They could do that with any movie and just say this is what the audience chose, without reality of the vote in there.
Right?
It's supposed to be hooked up to nothing. Here's what you voted for.
This was like hooked up to something, and they would read it out.
So they said.
And I think that was why it was stupid, because how could you do that in real time? Especially with 90s technology.
I picture a guy with a piece of paper. One for A.
Fuck, this is boring.
We got to have who's for A.
If you guys want to go get popcorn, go, because this is going to be like 5 minutes. It's going to take at least 15 minutes.
We're in hour 3 of the recounts.
Shit.
This guy from Florida is really fucking it up for everyone.
Chad! You dick.
Stop fighting the crocodile and vote again. Come on.
Now Arizona's a fucking problem. What the hell?
Of course we are.
You guys can't count for shit.
No, we can count. It's just the problem is it's a red state that's becoming a blue state, and they refuse to acknowledge it.
Well, that's the problem.
If you watch the trends throughout the years,
I saw it.
It's going blue.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not here to discuss politics. We're here to discuss
robot fucking.
Let's get out of here. Would you fuck a robot? I guess is the last question.
Oh, absolutely. If it were built like Elon Musk's wife in season 2 of Westworld, absolutely.
Who's?
She was the weird-looking English robot that said, "Welcome to Westworld," and she blows up. That was Elon Musk's ex-wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you see season 1 too?
She's in season 1 as well. Yeah.
Yeah. She works at the brothel.
Yeah, she's like.
I didn't realize that was Elon Musk's ex-wife.
She's not the weirder-looking one in the brothel. She's the other weird-looking
skinny, like ballerina-looking girl.
No, that's she's got blonde hair. I think, and the other one's brunette.
Okay.
She's got those big eyes. She had like the dead doll's eyes, and Elon Musk's wife just had sort of like normal eyes.
I'm looking at her now.
She was the one that blew up the guy within the mainframe of Westworld. She gave that whole speech, and she goes, "Welcome to Westworld," and he blows up.
Her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I recognize her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she acts anymore because she doesn't have to.
No. She should have held out for a little bit longer. She's own part of Twitter.
Oh, she got enough money. She's fine. So. I'm sure she's happy. I'm sure she made more than Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Let's get out of here.
Fuck you, everybody. Robot.
Wow. Give me your clothes.
Give me your clothes.
Take off your pants and jacket. Robot masturbation joke.
I love cake songs.
All right, let's get out of here. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
God.
I'd fuck them too. So long, citizens.
Go in the distance.
I'm going for speed. She's
all alone.
All alone in the time of need.
They're from Sacramento. Remember Perry was proud of that? Yeah, they're from Sacramento. live.
No.
Oh, in film school we talked about cake for like 2 seconds.
Huh.
I think you brought up the fact that they were from Sacramento. I forgot the other. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a second here.
I always forget. It's like you always think you're gonna forget what you watched. But oh, that's right. It was shit. That's why.
This will be a quick one when we get to it.
Another night gallery, right?
Live. The episode. This, of course, we are.
Brunette.
Oh, can you change the background and the scrolling thing while I'm doing this?
It's banners, right?
Banners and the background. I'll change the background. You change the banner. How about that?
Yeah.
Boom. Wow, this is. I can't see shit in this background.
There you go.
We good? Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
All right. Let's switch on over. We're recording the podcast. Let's play a theme song. Let's do.
Presented for your consideration, Springfield, an average little town with a not-so-average monster.
Boy, I'm getting mighty sick of this. Ruff, 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 wow, wow.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
And did I mention that the monster is a 10-year-old boy? Quite a twist, huh? Bet you didn't see that one coming.
Our final offering, a study in depth of a gentleman from the academe, seen here at the lectern, delivering a most scholarly treatise. This particular class, I don't think you'd want to cut. The painting's title, Professor Peabody's Last Lecture.
I like the painting.
Yeah, that's fine. Hello, citizens. Welcome to 5 Nanga 2AD. Professor Peabody's stands 11 minutes long. Finish west. I just don't even care.
Sega!
Yeah.
It's fine.
Just don't even care to enunciate during the titles. They're so fucking long.
No. Oh, no, especially this one.
Damn.
Professor Peabody's Last Lecture. God damn. It's only a 9-minute episode.
The double
segment,
alliteration in the title pisses me off.
That's what they do. That's how they get you. And this wasn't Jack Laird's doing.
No, who wrote this one?
I forgot. It might have been Rod Serling, but I don't think it was.
Gerald Freeman directed it.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good question that I asked myself. Let's see.
Carl Reiner is the star.
This was written by
Carl Reiner.
Oh God, Jack Laird.
No,
It was written by Jack Laird, which explains why it is a long, boring waste of time that you know the ending to second one.
Because the ending is the joke, and it's all built for the ending. Literally the last second of the episode is
the last line,
and it's made from a piece of that stupid episode monster, the moss monster from that stupid episode.
Brenda.
Oh fuck that's hands down one of the worst night gallery episodes.
It's the
ever.
worst.
Yeah,
the melted wax
pretty bad.
mask that he's wearing, and that's the reveal. So much so that I predicted the ending because my second note after the intro timing, so I can know when to start playing the intro, was condescending lecture will lead to ironic ending.
Yeah, and he's reading.
I just had to sit there and watch.
He's reading H.P. Lovecraft, Cthulhu mytho incantations, and that's what he basically opens up the doorway to the old ones, and he turns into a monster, and that's the end of the episode.
The student's name, who's 40 years old, is
H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah.
You get it?
I'm thinking this is supposed to be Miskatonic University, which is the every time you do an adaptation of a H.P. Lovecraft piece of work, it's Miskatonic University is always the background because it's always dealing with academia. But this is a first, though, because this is 1973 or 72.
It's just a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of time to talk about this.
It's literally like 9 minutes. It's nothing.
It's 11 minutes long. Like you said,
11 minutes.
Well, 9 minutes. Well, yeah, if you remove all the bullshit around it.
Yeah. It's
just a guy reading off these old gods' names and condescending to them. Oh, they're so stupid, believing in these stupid names.
Oh, you dumb bastards in your belief system. Oh, rue the day you will.
Oh,
I'm Carl Reiner. I work with Mel Brooks. And Dick Van Dyke, who punches his wife. Some allegedly, but hey, say what you will about Dick Van Dyke. That guy's still alive, and he was giving money out to a bunch of people the other day for charity. So he's a good man.
That's all.
If he's got to hit a woman to do it, hey,
take one for the team, lady.
How do you know she wasn't a robot and she needed it?
Cloris Leachman.
Exactly. She's dead too.
I bet he hit Cloris Leachman.
Oh, you couldn't hit Cloris. You hit that ass. That's what you hit on Cloris Leachman. That's right.
Carl Reiner is fine in the episode.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
He's doing a thing. He's just playing the sweaty professor eventually. And then the whole time I was reading off these gods' names.
Yeah.
The storm coming outside and California.
Building up the whole, summer. Scary. I did like the reactions of the people in the classroom.
Yeah.
Because some of them are over the top. Some of them are just good enough, but others are like really ridiculous. And it's kind of funny. It's a kind of a funny throwaway shot.
There's this
guy,
20-year-old student.
Is that fucking Liv Tyler?
Could be. This doofus back here is Mr. Lovecraft.
That's Brad Pitt's father.
I think this is Steve Zahn.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Steve Zahn's dad. And then we got the storm coming. Okay, there's Mr. Lovecraft. Let's go back to him. There he is. There's Mr. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
And he's like, Mr. Peabody, isn't it true if you say their name out loud, you get cursed?
Ichabod looking motherfucker.
I wish Ice-T played Professor Peabody.
I wish Ice-T played H.P. Lovecraft.
That would be amazing.
It's called Cthulhu, you motherfucker.
You motherfuckers. Sit your ass down.
You have sex with men, you're gay.
I don't even want to play any clips because nothing fucking happens to the end. It really is just him reading off names and then...
That's it. Yeah, simple.
They do a cool shot right here. Because it's all like the same 3 shots the entire episode. Him from the side, class from a little weird angle, out the window. That's it. Repeat. And then that shit starts to get real and it gets like really into a speech. It cuts to this shot and I was like, oh, I like this.
Right.
And it starts a little further here. It's just kind of a few seconds into it. But you see the whole classroom. I like this shot. It's like I hate to say this, but it reminded me of, because he's right in the center. The doors are right there. It was like a Kubrick shot. Everything's very symmetrical.
A Wes Anderson shot.
Yeah, except I didn't hate it.
So mean to Wes Anderson. Is it because he's a Texan that lives in Paris? Is that why you hate him?
It's because I hate his fucking movies.
All of them? You like Bottle Rocket?
I like Bottle Rocket.
I enjoy Bottle Rocket. I like his movies. I know you don't like Rushmore.
I like half.
I know
of
you want
to,
but yeah, I understand. For some reason, Wes Anderson's always made sense to me. I do enjoy him.
Yeah.
Darling Genie Limited.
I don't really hate
it's not that great. Oh, you want him dead. You want to cut his throat and play with his blood.
Play in a pool of his blood and
play with pool of blood.
Big curtain around it. Okay, here's the wide shot, the full reveal. This is where it starts. It's just a cool little shot here.
Yeah.
Simple, effective, and that's literally the only time you see it. Because then it cuts to him.
Yeah.
And the lights, don't the lights go out or?
Yeah, it's like a lot of monster. Yeah, he turns to basically a sea creature. He's like, "Is there any questions?"
Oh, I'll play it. Can only play so much. This is a cool shot.
Dangerous,
like cool.
Dangerous. Well, there he goes.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
He says something. Class dismissed or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to play too much because Universal doesn't fuck around.
See, they fucked up there. They should have had this shot first, then the reveal.
Yes.
So they screwed that up.
I agree.
That was stupid. That gives away the joke. It gives away the joke.
There's Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler looking pretty good.
And now, if there are no further questions.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's right.
3 out of 10.
So I'm wearing these sunglasses because I'm in an abusive relationship with my husband.
What it is?
Yeah, that's it.
Three,
I get a 3. Yeah, you're totally 100%. But this is the last segment of an episode, right?
Not. It's we're 3/4 of the way done.
Are you kidding me? I thought we were done with.
It's my next note because we did. Okay. The last episode. This is the last episode of the episode. Professor Peabody's last lecture. We're done. Big surprise. The one with Carradine. Surprise.
Oh, right. Yeah.
A Matter of Semantics, which I couldn't even tell you what that's about anymore. I think it's another Jack Laird one, right?
No, he would have 2 in one episode. There's no way.
But we have not watched the
Jack
diary
Laird
yet
is a
with Patty Duke.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Give me some Dookie.
Oh, Cesar Romero's the Dracula episode.
That one we saw.
Yeah, that was the blood bank one.
That was the blood bank. I want to put on the lawn.
Yeah. So we're done. One more.
Apparently, Cesar Romero, according to the podcast, Gilbert Gottfried, rest in peace. I guess he said that Cesar Romero was homosexual and liked to throw orange peels at naked butts in baby pools. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Okay.
That's what he was talking about one episode. Like, that's interesting. That's like a weird fetish of his. He'd throw orange peels at your naked butt in a baby pool. One of those inflatable baby pools.
When you said it the first time, I twisted some words. I heard you throwing orange peels at a naked baby butt.
No. Baby pool butt of a human man, of a fully aged, appropriate male.
I could see it. Yeah, I could see that.
Riddle me this, Batman.
You have Cesar Romero right over here.
Yeah, it's very good.
Actually,
well, for Christmas, you might be getting more of those.
My Cesar Romero Joker one, the head's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, you're going to be. I think this Christmas you're going to be pleasantly surprised because I stumbled upon a bunch of clearance items. I was like, "Oh
shit!" I
kind of like these. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't want them anymore. They're taking up some space in a drawer. I got." Mail them off to somebody who'll love them.
My robot dick drawer. Speaking of robot dicks, let's talk about quarantine.
Oh, we're just going to go into that now?
No. I'm just prefacing the next episode for tonight and the next podcast, episode 406.
Yes, of course.
Until next time. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick again.
Belong, citizens. Can you change the background or the banner?
Yeah.
Whichever. Dun, 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 dun.
Quarantine. You people in quarantine.
We're recording the podcast. Old student.
Age appropriate.
Okay. Did you change both or just one?
Oh, I didn't change the background. No.
I got it.
I thought, okay.
There we go. Oh, we can get rid of the banner now. There we go.
Oh, okay.
It's already there.
Oh, there you go. Right there. And this stars good old Stuart Wilson.
Hold on. What'd you say?
This stars Stuart Wilson. I think, right? That's his name. He's the guy from Walking Dead and Exorcist 3 and
Scott Wilson.
Tons of stuff. Scott Wilson, I'm sorry.
I would say
Wilson is
people know him as Herschel Green.
Herschel.
And then I know him, I don't know his character's name from The Way of the Gun, but
that's right.
That's definitely the best thing he's in.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. That guy worked a lot.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah.
Rest in Herschel. Peace. You got his head chopped off by the guy that was like Liam Neeson, but it's not.
He was great in the Inside Number 9 episode that we watched.
Yes, he was. Wanker!
Wow, he's been dead a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
It's been 4 years.
Wow.
Over 4 years.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how long that fucking show was on for.
Now it's done.
Ugh. Well, no, it's not done.
I don't want to talk about it. I want to watch
it. 15 fucking spin-offs. The show's not done.
The show is done. The spin-offs are on.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
It's not going to leave the zeitgeist for many moons.
I don't watch any of the spin-offs. I could care less.
Yeah.
Of course, we're talking about Twilight Zone 1985's quarantine episode.
Oh yeah. Let's do a theme song. Should we? We did Simpsons in the last one. Let's do. Fuck it.
You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. There's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, dark territory.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
Citizens. Welcome to LIW Twilight Zone review, episode 406 for TZ85's 117-week quarantine. I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Wilson.
This actually, now that I think about it, this was the first episode I watched last night.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, I'll start with 85 and then creep my way into the Night Gallery episodes.
See, I like a Band-Aid. I get Night Gallery episodes over fast.
I should have. And normally that's what I do. Usually what I try to do, though, is watch the short ones first. That way they're out of the way. But I was like,
yes, for sure.
Last night I was like, I'll watch the longer ones first. That way, in case I don't have time to finish, I'll be able to watch the 11-minute one while I'm preparing. But yeah, this episode.
See how much dedication we put into these things?
God damn.
I'll watch it when the show's going to come on. Whatever. It's 10 minutes, whatever.
Well, you should see how much dedication we do for Hollywood is Dead. God.
Oh,
I found out today what the theme was.
Yeah, and I forgot about it until today. I was like, oh shit, I thought I already told Phoenix about this. Oh no, I didn't.
Nope. Sometimes we do not have a plan until we start recording. So,
and you think the show would be about something specific, but not really.
Yeah, and I did make a decision.
It's a journey.
I did make a decision today that for next year, starting January, the first week of January, we're gonna have our dear friend the Bingo Hopper not choose the episodes we do, but choose what shows we're doing the following week. Like if we do an anthology, if we do Twilight Zone or The Cage.
Okay.
They're all in order, but it'll choose what should, because I'm so like this whole year's been methodically planned out. We have not varied from it much, if at all. Really, we changed it to a couple Saturdays here and there, and then we changed next week's episode for Inside Number 9. That's it for an entire year. Like we've been really on it, and the next year I'm like, fuck it, let someone else decide. Because I do have 2023 and 2023 planned out methodically as well, but I'm like, kind of wanted to say, fuck it, whatever's next is not up to me.
Good.
I don't know how you feel about that.
So much dedication for so little.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's part of it. And then I don't want to do like posters anymore on YouTube. I'm done with that shit. It's just gonna be whatever, and then I'm gonna put it on there. I'm not doing posters galore anymore.
Yeah. I mean, you can honestly just put a picture of your kid wearing like a shirt that's relatable to the show. Like honestly,
and I got another kid coming too, so it's just gonna I'm.
Oh, more fucking kids.
Yeah, more
happiness. Whoa, more wonderful family time.
Great. This is the B-side, the first episode we've done. So we're done with this episode 117 of TZ85.
Yay!
First one was Welcome to Winfield, which was that episode with the weird town and death.
Oh, that's right. Holy shit, was that an hour episode?
Yeah, it must be.
Because I felt like that was a 20-minute episode. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was a full episode. This is a full episode, so yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know. It seems like the 85 show was just whatever.
Yeah, that's really bizarre. Or maybe, you know how when you get a DVD of a series and the episodes are all funky because it's done in the order of release as opposed to the shooting schedule?
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll put the shooting schedule on the DVD, but it's the release dates and air dates are different.
TZ
That happens a lot in
2002
TV.
did that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like it'll confuse the hell out of you. I feel like
that's why I don't
this
go
is
off
Twilight
of the
85.
DVDs, because originally I was numbering them based
Yeah.
on that. And I'm like, this is chaos. So I'm going off
Right.
IMDb, which is going off the release dates.
Yeah.
Welcome to Winfield was okay at best. I think we give it a
At
5.
best. Yeah.
This one
has a little bit more thought into it.
Yeah.
It's a little deeper, but I think the performances are what make it work. Because what's his name? Scott Wilson.
Herschel has been asleep for 325 years, and then he
Yep.
wakes up in Alexandria, and I was like, "This looks like Alexandria from The Walking Dead." Fucking guy can't escape this world. It's like Demolition Man. When they wake him up, I don't know. Was he a prisoner? I don't understand what happened in the beginning.
No, he was frozen. So he's essentially
yes, that's what it was.
He was put in a cryogenic sleep 300 years ago, and he had built the satellite system in the sky, in the space, because they have an asteroid heading their way, and they have to shoot it. And then you come to find out this culture and world that he's in now is a survival. They're survivors of a cataclysmic, apocalyptic, end of days nuclear war, and they survive. There's only 200,000 people on the planet now.
They put the word cult in culture. Say that.
We put the cult in culture.
They have like weird cult haircuts, and they're all
in robes.
Yeah, it's
they have
creepy.
They have organic monkey brains.
They put the
weirdest part.
They have monk-like existence.
That's the one sequence of the show where it's like I could have lived without. Like I didn't need that part where the monkeys were essentially the hard drives of society because they did not have technology. It was all organic technology because they're all psychics and they're all empaths and they can do surgery. They basically can do surgery with their mind and use their hands to go through you, and they have powers basically.
It's what I wrote in my notes as bad siegery.
Yeah, siegery.
CG.
Yeah, it's not even that good.
Surgery. No, it's
one of those tricks where the camera it's one of those old tricks of the old days where the can just disappears going in the stomach.
Yeah, because I'll show you a clip here.
It's so funny.
And they pull this like massive heart-sized tumor out of him.
I can change the molecular density.
Oh, her voice.
I can change molecular density.
But they do this thing where the guy's like, "Don't worry about the pain. I'll absorb it."
Right.
And then the other girl's just like,
he's like the crow. I have 14 hours of pain. I don't want anymore.
You can.
Ah! Don't touch me. You were there the whole time with her.
Do you always wear your cap inside?
Yeah. I gotta watch that movie again.
It's great.
That's when you had to dust off like I think twice a year. Watch The Crow.
Except Jansen fucking doesn't like it.
Oh, he's an idiot. He's 30 years old. He doesn't know anything. All he knows how to do is maybe slow cook meat.
He does.
He knows how to do that.
He does know how to do that.
Well, that's good. You need to set that up when I come and visit. We're gonna have some slow cooked meat.
There we go.
Yeah, nice barbecue and bring.
It's always good for.
It's all good for Jansen. Your slow cooked meat. And your ironic movie posters in your office.
Yeah. He gets out of surgery. He goes and sees the little matrix pods with the Christmas lights going into him.
Into the monkey brains.
I stopped paying attention to this part.
I was like, what? What are we talking about here? They hold all of our information and all the information we've garnered from our space travel. It exists in the brains of these monkeys. They've all volunteered to be this. Like, how do you volunteer? It's so annoying.
do have a picture of, because he goes over and touches this tube when he wakes up from surgery.
Right. Oh yes. Yeah.
It's what I call the Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Yeah.
Because from Skyrim,
bioluminescent beings.
Okay, here's
like
this.
fireflies.
Their ancestral heritage is fireflies. Okay, there we go. Here's the Will-o'-the-Wisp from Skyrim.
That was space jizz that he got all over himself.
Oh, it's from Oblivion. Sorry, not Skyrim.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay.
But it's this thing that will follow you around, and there's like no killing it. If you find it, you're pretty much dead.
Oh no,
it's infuriating. But
well, that's a cheat.
Yeah, sucked.
Can you use it? Like, can you capture it and use it on enemies if you come across them?
I don't think so. But the problem is, I think you have to defeat it with magic. Whenever I play those games, I don't give a fuck about magic.
Like, why would you play the game?
Because I would always play I like the world. I just didn't give a shit about magic. So you can do it a different way, just with like your sword, which is how I would play it. The problem is when I came across magic shit, I was immediately dead.
Well, that's a problem in a magical world.
Yeah, right. But that, I feel that's more realistic. Like in the world turns magic, I'm fucked.
That's like going hiking without hiking boots. I'll go better. I'm gonna wear sandals.
It's called challenging myself.
I'm gonna climb this mountain and wear sandals. And
I'm going to defeat the wizard with a sword. Turns out I can.
I'm gonna use a fishing line to get me up on the cliff. No rope climbing stuff. Fuck, that's for pussies. Magic.
Can't stand magic. Give a shit about your magic.
So, and the big twist of this episode is they get him to take his because he's the only one that has used the old technology, because they can't use it because they have
here's the
psychic ability.
Sacks with the Christmas lights.
So bad. These aren't obviously garbage bags with random shit in them with Christmas lights.
Yeah. Oh, it's behind us. I didn't realize it's right there.
It's in the background. But the big twist of the episode is it's not a meteorite coming to them. It's a spaceship. And which again, where did they come from? Are they coming from space?
Yeah.
So did they colonize the moon? Is that where they said they came from?
I don't know where they came, why they were out there. Oh, sorry. I know why they're out there. I don't know where exactly they were in the meantime.
Yeah, because they just say it's all the old leaders and rulers, and they have weapons, and they're going to come in here and blow us up because they want what we have. So it's basically, this is the final attack, and so we need this satellite, which is kind of stupid because if they had psychic power and all this like crazy shit, why don't they just all come together and focus their minds on it and blow it up from there? But whatever.
They don't have telekinesis or anything.
They can move tumors out of bodies.
I think they could do that with your heart once you were there, but I don't think they can blow your ship up from there, like from where they are.
No limits. The limitations on psychic energy are confusing to me.
Yeah,
we can travel through space with our minds, but we can't touch things in space with our minds.
Well, we have explored worlds you'll never imagine.
Yeah, and at the end, she touches his brain, goes, "Do it again, do it again." And he gets high off of it.
There's a scene here.
That's the thing that I took away from this episode. Is at the end, he's like, it's a cult the whole time, and he's like suspicious of it the whole episode. And at the end, they turn them to their side.
My God. What an idiot I've been. You're telepaths.
Duh.
Put any damned image in my mind you want
from
to.
A robe, by the way.
Huh?
He's wearing a belt from a hotel robe.
Yeah.
He's got that belt on. It's supposed to be futuristic. I don't think so.
He's dressed like David Carradine.
Hey, Scott, put this David Carradine rope on.
Your cosplay.
What do you use it for? Backing off.
Well, not the rope. That was for. It doesn't matter. So
no.
Go film the scene and stay safe.
It smells like a cigarette. This smells like spit and cigarette smoke. Yeah. Just put it on.
And bad Chinese food. Why?
Poor David Carradine. He had a career
forever
known for Kill Bill.
Now.
He squanders it with jerking off hanging from a closet.
Yep.
just like in excess.
You do one thing wrong,
that'll do it.
Yep. I do want to show the scene where she hands him the glowing dildo, or the future dildo. Where is it? Where is that scene? Oh, it's got to be the beginning of this.
Scott. You people are crazy. There's 200,000 of us on this planet now, Scott.
Oh my God. I had a satellite dish twice this size in my yard growing up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, good old days. The simple days.
I'm waiting on Space Dildo here, but it's coming up. I keep skipping over.
Space Dildo.
Do you want to explain the ending though?
1985.
What their actual plan is?
Well, that's the actual plan is that they basically trick Scott Wilson to blow up the invaders who are basically them. And it's basically humans attacking other humans in the last sort of gasp of this world war.
Space Dildo.
And the what?
The electric space dildo.
That's a pin. That's a space.
That's sure it is. Because watch him hold this fucking thing. Hey, okay, right here. Sorry to cut you off, but this, I was like, is she not touching it because she can't actually hold it? I was like thinking
that's what I thought too. That's what I thought too.
Because they're holding a cup of coffee and just fine.
Yeah, well, she just didn't know what it was because it's so archaic technology.
Yeah,
it's
but
space pen. You put in your twat. You can put in your twat if you want to.
He's like breaking the glass with it.
Don't you got bioluminescent dildos in this place? Actually, we do. Man.
Sorry, but continue with the ending there.
Well, that's basically it. And they trick him to blow up with his old technology.
His own people.
His own. Well, technically his own people, because he's like, that's who I was. I was part of that group. I made weapons. I made technology, and I did it for money. And I don't know why I did it, but I did it for money. And I just wanted to be a space traveler. I wanted to explore space. And I never got to. And then at the end, the Asian girl that looks so psychotic comes out to talk to him. And she basically is like a drug dealer. She gets him addicted to space travel. And he's just like, keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. And you have really bad CGI crisscrossing across the cosmos.
I can't.
I'm sorry, I'm not into Asian chicks. And she sneaks up. She fucking sneaks up and jams her hand in her. Yeah, mind rapes. Yeah, that's what it is. And she laughs.
He just said no.
Exactly.
I can't. That's no.
Can't do it. Yeah.
And she fingers his head.
And her fingers work the magic because he says, do it again.
She rubs his mind clitoris. Here we are.
That's not how orbits work, but sure.
No, don't stop.
I got you, human.
It always works.
Fool.
Creepy lady.
Meanwhile, the other guy's just butt fucking him as he's in space. What an idiot.
He's like, you want another hit from the Asian lady? Gotta butt fuck you, man. All right, touch his head. Let him pretend he's walking on the sun like Smash Mouth.
That's price to being in Alexandria. You got to pay the governor his taxes. And it's your ass. Uh-oh. Cut off again. And pretty much that's the episode. That's it. I'd say a 6. I give it a 6. It was serviceable. It was fine. I liked Wilson's performances. All the performances were fine. They seemed to work. I like him. Every time I see him in something, I kind of get excited. It's like, oh shit. I always like seeing character actors in these old shows because, like, oh my god, they've been working for literally decades.
He's a nice,
like that was their jobs.
Comforting actor to see.
Yeah,
I wasn't. You're not going to be blown away, but you are. You're in good hands.
Right.
You're not like I like watching this episode. I give it a 6 as well.
Yeah.
He kills 1,000 people in the episode. What more can you want?
It's wonderful.
Here we go. Outro.
In his mind, he starts to hear a song. A song of alien thought speaking without voice, welcoming him. Matthew Foreman, once a sleeper standing outside time, has found his place at last. A voyager touching the farthest shores of the Twilight Zone.
There you go. Wunderbar.
Next week, 2 weeks from now, really, because next week is a Nick Cage movie, 2 of them. But the week after that, 12/16, we are doing 2002's Eye of the Beholder, the remake. Unfortunately, Night Gallery's Return of the Sorcerer, Night Gallery's The Tune and Dance Cafe, and TZ85's The Misfortune Cookie, which sounds like it's going to be super racist.
Well, I can't wait.
You can just imagine. Oh, I do apparently have some calendar things to get to. 12/12/2015, Americant debut.
Wow.
12/13/13, LIW movie review debuted, the very first podcast episode.
Holy shit.
And then also, I wish Frank was here to do this. 12/20/2016, Frank joined the Twilight Zone review. And he's not
here. 2016 he was there.
2016.
Wow, he's been there for a while, though. That's a long time ago now.
Here. Yep.
He ain't here now.
What a bitch. Keeps saying he's gonna, but he won't.
Oh, I gotta work. I had to pay rent or something. I don't know.
We're doing Papa John's commercials.
I should have called Kobe. I never called Kobe back. I should have called him.
Until next time, and in the meantime, I'm Scott Wilson.
I'm Shaq.
So long, citizens.
Okay.
So long, 1,000 dictators and rulers who blew up the world.
That's right. Fuck you and your spaceship.
We honor their legacy today.
In hell.
All right.
Fantastic. Bye. They got to swap over